Good job.
For a joyous occasion, a celebration of love and commitment. We're here today for the marriage of Carolyn Stoner and Yotam Barkov. To all of Carolyn and Yotam's family and friends, welcome. They're so very happy that you can be here today to share this moment with them. Many of you have watched them grow up. Others went to school with them. Others met them here and there, or have worked with them. You're the very special people in their lives and who know them so very well and who have supported them. It's fitting that you should share this moment with them here today. A wedding day is also a day when couples miss family members who are unable to be here or who are no longer with them. Carolyn and Yotam, may the memories of the grandparents who are no longer with you warm your hearts, and may you feel their presence, along with that of Yotam's grandmothers in Israel who could not be here today. As many of you know, Yotam worked with me in my chambers. He's an immensely talented young man whose future is as bright and as promising as one can be. And chambers are a very small place, just the judge and his or her law clerks and the deputies, and that's the way I've got mine set up. And we get to know each other very, very well. So I would speak with Yotam every single day for a year, and that necessarily means that I heard a lot about Carolyn before I ever met her. I heard first stories of Yotam and Carolyn cooking quinoa, and they then cooked some more quinoa. And then they finally cooked quinoa in every imaginable form. And during our chambers lunches, when Yotam would be showing off whatever this unusual version of quinoa was, we would sit around and talk as a group. And Yotam would frequently invoke Carolyn's name. And it was clear that she was part of him. And to get to know Yotam meant learning about his deep commitment to Carolyn. And one day I asked him, rather as a joke, when he was going to propose to this Carolyn, and he blushed. And right then, at that moment, because Yotam is not the kind of man to blush before a judge. I knew that it was only a short time before it really did happen. And now we're here, in this beautiful space, on your wedding day. Carolyn and Yotam, I am honored that you've asked me to officiate at your marriage ceremony. One might ask, why are judges empowered to officiate at weddings at all? It's because of our official role as a representative of our community. And a wedding is two people expressing their commitment in front of family and friends. That is the formal joining of your lives before your community. My role here is really quite simple. It's to lead you through a ceremony, which is most of all a ceremony that the two of you perform with each other. You marry each other. It is merely the choreography of that moment that I lead you through. Carolyn and Yotam, you long ago knew of and declared your commitment to each other. And now, before family and friends, you will make your permanent vows of enduring love, enduring friendship, and enduring fidelity. This is a day most of all to celebrate that you have found each other, and that such a love of your magnitude exists. It is a day for gratefulness, a day to be grateful that you found each other, and that your love has grown as it has, and that you have declared to each other that you are ready, that you are prepared, and that most of all you are excited and thrilled to be entering into this new chapter of your lives together. In preparation for this day, I asked each of you to provide me with 5 words that describe the other. It might be that a judge can tell quite a lot about a person based upon how they answered that kind of question. Carolyn, after you stated simply that you could have listed chocolate 5 times, you presented your answer in nicely numbered paragraphs. There was humor and there was seriousness. Your great love for Yotam shined through. Yotam, yours came with instructions that the words were listed alphabetically. Your words demonstrated diplomacy, a careful seriousness, and a great love for Carolyn. Carolyn, your words were, number 1, sincere. Number 2, compassionate. Number 3, perspective. Number 4, generous. And number 5, sweet. Yotam, your words, faithful to the alphabetical order, are beautiful, generous, intelligent, spirited, and unconditional. There are years ahead of you, Yotam and Carolyn, during which we wish for you all that is in these words, and that these words may remain vibrant and true. There will be times when that will be easy and fun and joyous. But as we know, there are complexities in life, and there will certainly be days when it will be hard, that it will be sad, and that will be difficult. As certain as we are of the one, we are certain of the other. In your commitment to each other today, you are recognizing that life will bring you all that joy, as well as its challenges. And in your commitment, you will ensure that you will be there together. Here today, you are agreeing that so long as you both shall live, you will take the good with the bad, the joyous with the sad. By joining yourselves in marriage, you will never be alone. But nor should you believe that it will always be easy. Life is full of challenges. But you shall henceforward face them together, and together you shall be able to learn from each other, grow from each other, lean on each other. It is the start of a most beautiful journey. I'd now like to invite Randall Johnson to join us for the first reading.
I'll be reading an excerpt from Marian Library's Ex Libris Confession. impeccable order. But it was a little airless, much as my own life had been before George entered it. And so, by subtle degrees, as the weeks passed, George's style began to retake the upper hand in a not entirely unwelcome fashion. As the excessively rectilinear foundations of a new house are softened by the addition of a few windblown weeds here, a knocked-over tricycle there, so the flawlessness of our new system was softened by the forces of entropy in my husband, which are closely allied. Our bedside table started to sag under the weight of new, unsorted volumes, the Shakespeares reshuffled. One day I noticed that the Iliad and the decline and fall of the Roman Empire had somehow found their way to the friends and relatives section. Confronted with the evidence, George crossed his fingers and said, well, Gibbon and I were like that. A couple of weeks ago, when George was out of town, I decided to reread Travels with Charlie. I got into bed with a copy I had first read the summer I turned 17. I was settling into the familiar feel of my crumbly old paperback, the one with Steinbeck sitting cross-legged next to his poodle on the cover, when I reached page 192. There, next to a passage about the dwindling redwood forests of California, and a younger version of my husband's handwriting, I'd recognize it anywhere, was the plaintive comment, why do we destroy the environment? We must have had identical copies, and we kept George's. My books and his books had become our books. We were really married.
Thank you, Randall. Carolyn and Yotam, your life ahead should require love, generosity of spirit, patience, acceptance, and celebration of differences. You must have trust and faith that you will be there for each other, and that whatever life throws your way, the solidity that is your life together will be there. That is a life well lived, for your both and for your family. I'd now like to invite Katie Price to join us. The secretary.
Reading 1 Corinthians chapter 13. If I speak in the tongues of men or of angels, but do not have love, I am only a resounding gong or a clanging cymbal. If I have the gift of prophecy and can fathom all mysteries and all knowledge, and if I have a faith that can move mountains, but do not have love, I am nothing. If I give all I possess to the poor, and give over my body to hardship that I may boast, but do not have love, I gain nothing. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails, but where there are prophecies, they will cease. Where there are tongues, they will be stilled. Where there is knowledge, it will pass away. For we know in part, and we prophesy in part. But when completeness comes, what is in part disappears. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put the ways of childhood behind me. For now, we see only a reflection as in the mirror. Then we shall see face to face. Now I know in part. Then I shall know fully, even as I am known fully. And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love.
Thank you, Katie. Carolyn Yotam, I'm now going to lead you through your marriage vows. Please join hands. Carolyn, do you take Yotam to have and to hold, for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Yotam, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as you both shall live.
I do.
Carolyn, now repeat after me. I take you, Yotam,
I take you, Yotam,
in the presence of our family and friends,
in the presence of our family and friends,
to share with you all of my love,
to share with you all of my love,
to share with you my life,
to share with you my life,
to build our family together,
to build our family together,
in good times and bad,
in good times and bad,
to respect and cherish you,
to respect and cherish you,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
This is my solemn promise.
This is my solemn promise.
And Yotam, repeat after me. I take you, Carolyn,
I take you, Carolyn,
in the presence of our family and friends,
in the presence of our family and friends,
to share with you all of my love,
to share with you all of my love,
to share with you my life,
to share with you my life,
to build our family together,
to build our family together,
in good times and bad,
in good times and bad,
to respect and cherish you,
to respect and cherish you,
from this day forward.
from this day forward.
This is my solemn promise.
This is my solemn promise.
And now for the rings. Carolyn? In these rings, there is no beginning and there is no end. They are a symbol of eternity. The rings represent your unending bond. They are an outward and visible sign of the inward and invisible bond which already unites you in love. Carolyn, repeat after me. With this ring,
With
I-
this ring,
I be wed.
I be wed.
I pledge my love
I pledge my love
for today,
for today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and the years to come.
and the years to come.
And you'll repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
I be wed.
I be wed.
I pledge my love
Pledge my love
for today,
for today,
tomorrow,
tomorrow,
and the years to come.
and the years to come.
Carolyn and Yotam, may your strength as individuals, as well as your differences, enrich your marriage and provide you with all that you need to meet life's challenges together. And now I'm going to ask all of you, all of the family and friends gathered together on this special occasion, who have witnessed these marriage vows, to join Carolyn and Yotam with a vow from you to them. Do each of you promise that you will support this couple throughout their lives, in good times and bad, from this day forward? If you do, please say, "We do."
We do.
Now, with the blessing of your family and friends, as well as the solemn and permanent vows you have made to each other, and by virtue of the power vested in me by our nation and the state of New York, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. And now for the traditional breaking of the glass. The fragility of the glass reminds us that you must treat your relationship with special care. Love, like glass, is fragile and must be protected. The glass also signifies that the promises made by the bride and groom, like the broken glass, are irrevocable. The glass is broken to protect this marriage. As this glass shatters, so may your marriage never break. After the glass is broken, I ask everyone to join me in saying congratulations or mazel tov. And ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you for the first time the married couple.
נעשה עכשיו